Frank, this golf course is surrounded by water, just a few tiny islands strung together to create these 18 super cool looking par threes.
Yes, Rich, and with all that water comes a lot of lost balls. When this base was still active, many of the soldiers would play the course in the tee box. They'd just get backed up really quickly. It was so bad that they created a local rule for balls in the water. So if you hit your ball in the water, you do what they've always done. You just drop one up next to the green and you take a stroke penalty. Pretty good rule.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Not a real hard game, is it? Birdie birdie to open.
Hello everyone,
So,
and welcome back
this is
to
an
Rory
interesting tee
McIlroy
shot
PGA
as that
Tour.
destroyer continues to burn.
I'm your host, Bdobosch,
Amazing,
and
the
it's sad that we
place
missed
still
out on the
continues.
first hole, but keep getting disconnected. Send me broadcast. Holy, what? There's a boat. There's a boat. This is a boat to hit yard. This is the map from Battlefield 4, and my God, what? How am I meant to get over there? If there's a frickin' boat in the way, show me the direction, please. Show me the direction. I can't even see the hole. No par. Just a nice solid swing. Get over
Appears
it.
to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem
those
here.
are
That's
back.
going to fly all the way.
Not terrible,
is a
but
par
not his
three.
best.
That's not cool.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was
Are we
a rather poor approach shot.
Holy crap, we are. Down by 2 foot. Shit. It's not gonna be an easy one. Get in there. Oh,
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the
that would've been
backside here.
beautiful.
Yeah, you
That's
can't
who
afford
decided
from
to put
inside
back
10
and
feet. It just, you feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
So, 2 under early on.
Matters. Don't worry,
Frank, here
Rory.
at the
We'll
fourth,
take it back.
there's an awful lot going on.
There certainly is. Solar panels, radar tower is up and ready to go, so it will confirm the landing on the other side if it's successful.
Come on.
This
man. This is
rather
good, though.
long par 3 around the 230-yard mark, so this is going to be all carry. Got to land that ball on the green. It will not run through that beach area, and of course the trees and the palm trees all the way around. If this
Yeah,
isn't
we're
flighted
quite
properly,
about-
it
what
will
we got
not
there?
find the
Two
destination.
rods from that.
Seems like too much for just one man. This
Straight
looks
in,
like a
straight in.
job for an entire flight crew, Frank.
Well, Rich, we should dig ourselves a trench and see what
Back in the
happens.
liberating.
This is the par 3 fifth, Frank. This one goes back
That's
towards
good.
that
Hang on.
destroyer, which came out of nowhere just a few holes ago. Glad we didn't pick that tower.
Well, anything to the right, and you'll definitely be swimming. Actually, we'd have to bring in the Navy SEALs probably to get it up and down from there.
Let's just be careful. Play it a bit to the left. Bit of height to it.
Appears to be what they call
Gonna
a
drop
commercial
sooner.
play. Very solid.
Loads of backspin. Oh,
On the green, and a chance for birdie.
we should have had backspin.
Frank,
on it
this would be a
already.
nice way to jumpstart the round.
Left.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
This is not an easy putt. How we going?
Very well
Not
done.
enough pace.
Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the
Down by
next
2
one.
foot, and I can't
Has
run
this
that
to
far.
save par. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under.
They're lying to us. They're totally
Up
fucking
to the
lying
6th
us.
tee, Frank, and we're back against that destroyer. You need to take it over that small island.
Yeah, this is a little village too, and remember the double greens at St Andrews? Well, this
Up
is
by
a
18
split
foot.
double green.
Bit of power.
It's
good
shared
swing,
in amongst
straight
the village. The green on the right, very, very small.
Shit, those
So
backspin.
this a very
Too much.
lengthy par 3. It's going to be a case of really ready
How
aim
am I gonna hit
driver
it from that tree?
for some.
Well, time to play it like the great Seve Ballesteros. What a
No
bunker
way.
player he was.
Hold on. How am I meant to move? Where are we landing here? Uh-oh. Right. Let's play it up a bit. Huh. Not gonna be easy. But we're back on it.
Frank, not
We're
close,
probably
but
gonna
not
bogey.
bad either.
Well, you can always make the odd 20-footer, and that's exactly how far they are away.
Well, let's go for it.
And he
Oh,
has
in
it,
the hole.
Frank.
I don't
He
believe it.
saved our
Frank, I don't know if
non-bogey
it's
streak.
legal, but a player might want to get a detailed map from high overhead, maybe from a bomber squadron flying by,
What?
just to get an
Oh,
idea of
perfect.
what they're navigating on this hole.
Well, if you can't
Let's
call
not do
one
that,
in, you
let's
can
just
always
give it a
go up
good
one of
swing.
those lookout towers and maybe get a good surveillance of the hole, or even the wind direction.
Backspin,
It's not
backspin.
overly long, just under 160
Holy shit,
yards.
how are
Green
you
sets up
overhitting
nicely,
me?
though, directly aiming at the player at the tee.
He'll need to be strong with
I
this.
want a chip, man. Give me a chip shot. By 4. Go for that. Oh, we didn't.
And he's
have
made it
enough
onto the green now.
Crap. I feel it was on target-ish. Kind of wasn't, but you know. I
3
can
under
feel
on the
that now.
day.
I feel it was. But it definitely wasn't. You said it was turning right.
Now to the 8th hole, Frank, you really just need to follow the trail down to the green here at Paracel Storm.
Barracks are probably the biggest problem that in front of you. They're just short and left of this par 3 green.
Just get
For the
over
very
outside.
observant, though, they'll notice a little one-on-one, perhaps a little
Oh, we're
basketball
falling
court
short.
just along the left side.
Little 3-point shooting contest. You
We're
and I later
falling
on.
short.
This is a par
Again.
3.
Give me my chip. Should have a bit of roll to it.
It's in the
In she
hole.
goes.
Just a sensational shot right there. Frank finishing up
Well
down
done,
the front
Rory.
side
Good
in
one.
what so far has been a pretty heroic mission.
There is a green down this end there, but you miss it on the right. There's the trenches, and of course, even further right, there's that seawall that
How
provides
far?
a fortress for the beach on that right side.
not an
But
easy shot.
the green, fortunately, inland and away from the trouble.
Straight over. Straight over. Over everything.
This looks like it's
Land
going to
on that
find the
green.
target.
That's a beautiful shot, and that
That was a
sets
nice
him
shot.
up for a
Could
really
have been
easy
better, though,
putt.
had she gone
Not a
in.
gimme, but well within his range.
Let's pot this. Well,
That's a
wait.
birdie for McIlroy. He's just
Back
so
on the street. That's a
explosive.
good one.
Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
You're playing well.
The game
Rory.
is so
Don't
much
give us
easier
any
when you're
shit, man.
swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
This is not an easy shot. This is not a nice one. You've got trees coming right in. Backspin, backspin, backspin. Ooh.
Wow, Frank, he is
Ooh.
dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Frank, this would
Definitely
jumpstart the
lucky.
round. A third
No,
straight birdie.
especially playing
Some
over
good
those
playing.
trees.
Dropping like
And close to
dominoes
the
out
hill.
here. 6 under par. Another birdie. The 11th hole here at Paracel Storm in the South China Sea. What a
And
day
we're on
it's
the back
been
9.
playing through these
This is
wrecked
just one of those,
battleships
like,
with all of the
grenades.
obstacles out there. You see the windmills,
Just like
and now
the
just a short shot,
grenades.
Frank.
It was a good full swing. I wonder what happens if you hit the windmill. Oh,
Birdie try
we
up
had
next.
The forward spin, man. Could have been much closer.
And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy.
It's down by 4 inches. You would feel that should work for me. What?
That's
I
good work
literally
right
ran
there.
over the hole. I
Just to
seen
tap it.
And it didn't even bounce.
Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business.
Was
So
there a shank?
close. Oh,
I
man.
feel there was. No,
just
we
pushed
got a
it.
bogey.
Boy, that hurts.
Just hit it in there, please, will you?
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Really, that was a bogey, man. How can you say that?
Frank, this is a
Just
daunting
means
tee
he
shot,
doesn't
isn't
know
it?
what he's saying.
This has to be hit perfectly.
Frank, the 12th hole here at Paracel
Look at the
Storm
sea.
at 241 yards, island green. I can't think of a harder par 3 in the world.
How do you
This
even
hole,
get
you
over
really
that?
have to be wary on the direction of the wind, because if it's coming off the island, then it's going to blow it towards the water. It's going to make this tee shot so much more difficult.
You need to
Conversely,
back-
if you get a little
backspin.
sea breeze, it's going to help. It's going to hold it up there
Oh,
and
he's
make this
landed.
whole play
Very
that
close.
little bit easier.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there.
you
Ranking
guys
up
get
the
over there so
birdie
quick?
stats today.
boat?
How about this? 7 birdies on the card.
7 birdies.
Going
and a
right
bogey.
back to the large
Look at
island
that.
here at the 13th, Frank.
trenches behind will certainly protect anything that goes a little bit long. Left of this green, you better call in the Navy.
We used to be careful. Bit of delay. Don't drop the par. Oh, don't overshoot. It's going to overshoot it. It's bound to be out of bounds.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Set to go. Not an easy
No, it's
shot
not.
by any means.
That's nice.
That
What?
is a tremendous
Holy
shot right there. Touch and nerve, had it all.
Oh, I
And
didn't
he
even
has
see
the
that
bottom of
happening.
the
That's
barrel.
class.
Frank, this looks like a
you
green
don't
where
need to
if
touch
things didn't go well, you might find yourself just walking around in a bit of a haze, maybe talking to an old volleyball that washed ashore.
It's almost like a booby trap, Rich. It looks way too easy after some of the other holes we've seen. I've got this sort of
Oh, we're gonna fall
sneaking
short.
suspicion there's something out there. It just looks like a green, just perched up there with very little trouble around. That's
There's
got
very
me
little
thinking
anything
it
around.
might just be something out there.
What happens if we chip it? Kind of want a wood. But then again, it's not far enough away. So, oh, we just passed it. It's good that
I mean,
we
this
didn't snub
skill
up to the wood.
and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position.
Comfortable with that.
Par
And
for
another good
McIlroy,
shot.
but you're just waiting
Here's
for
the
that
par,
moment
it's not a
when he
bogey.
hits that
That's a
accelerator
lot better
and
than
pulls
what we
away.
had there.
Now to the 15th, and Frank, where exactly is the green here?
Well, I think you need the Jungle Book to try and decipher this one. Little
It's-
short
oh, you
par
can't even
3
see it.
up and over there. There is a green in amongst that jungle, and even the green has its own little mini jungle in it.
This is one of my favorite
does,
holes
you
on
can
this
see
golf
that.
course. Really good
You don't wanna
distance
land on the-
control there,
on
playing
the
well
wrong
to his
side- on the wrong
strengths.
side of that.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
I can't even see it, to be honest.
You'd like
Oh.
that one again?
Came to the
Oh.
putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go,
I can barely see it.
you've got to really knuckle
Too
down
much
there and
shade.
make sure you don't drop
Too
a
many
shot.
trees.
It's important this one goes in.
16th hole here at Paracel
Everything's
Storm, and
silence.
Frank, as we begin this closing stretch, strikes me, this is
Ooh, you
tough
wanna be
guy
careful
golf
with that.
out here, isn't it?
Well, it certainly is.
Off by
You
16
want to
foot.
earn your stripes by playing this golf course. This is the
hard.
place to be. In the spirit of conservation, we have some solar panels to boost up the finish.
Run up the hill.
The hole not overly long.
No.
Let's see
But we've got a hill.
what the lieutenant can do this time.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
I think that's totally lying to me. It did. It lied to me.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just a couple of feet,
That's not cool. Only we had a...
and that's in for a
Oh.
bar.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Didn't.
Now to the
Wonder what that
17th
was.
hole, and as we come to the end of this round, you salute the players because they're out there carrying not only their golf clubs, but the med kits and the meal packs, because this is no ordinary golf course. You have to be on alert, high guard all the time.
It's not going to be easy, but we'll give it a go. Try that.
Should be safely on deck.
Oh, it's going to bounce.
That will be a great look at birdie.
That was a good look. That was a good shot.
Shouldn't be a problem here,
And-
but not a
Oh,
formality
look at
either.
that hill. That would have sucked. Still, we get a nice straight
Now
shot.
8 under on the day.
Can we go for 9? Really,
Now the
preferably
finishing
like
hole,
10, but
Frank, and just a
for a hole
spectacular
in one.
looking hole.
Yeah, chance to complete our mission should we succeed here at 18. If anything,
see if
you
we
want to
can
keep the
roll
ball
on
a
that
little
hill.
left of the flag.
Towards
Otherwise, we're
the
off
hole.
the beach.
That'd be nice.
Just a bit offline here, Frank, but not too bad.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the wind or just the lie there. Should be
Huh.
okay.
Well, definitely no hole in one. He's lucky to
So
get him
maybe a
9 under
nice
at
way
this
to
moment.
finish up with a good approach here to the 18th and a good chance for birdie. This is for his birdie.
Good straight shot, 23 foot. I'll give it a go.
Gets Get
Oh.
in the hole.
Oh,
Can you believe that?
Only just made it. And you know what? Thank God
Frank,
we did.
solid effort today. What's your assessment?
Golf like that can certainly result in wins, that's for sure. But more importantly, the opportunity to get one.
We played well. We had 7 round of birdies on each side. How many? 10? 10 birdies. And a bogey.
Frank, the job is
Guys,
almost
hope you
complete
enjoyed.
here at the
Thanks very much
18th
for
hole.
watching.
And a good
I'll see
job
you all in
at
the
that,
next
as
one.
we have seen some
Until then,
spectacular golf here at Paracel Storm
all the best.
in the South
Goodbye.
China Sea.
Good night.
Just
Good
one
luck.
more battle ahead. The
See you
difficult
later.
18th. Should they succeed, then I think they're worthy of a salute.